Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode corporate filings so you don't have to. Today, we're diving into a Form 8K filing. It's like a corporate quick update, and let me tell you, this one has a plot twist worthy of a daytime drama. We're talking mergers, acquisitions, and a deal that almost didn't happen. Scroll date of report, date of earliest. Event reported February 28, 2025/scroll. This report, dated February 28, 2025, is about Predictive Oncology, a company with a fitting name since they are focused on predicting how cancer will react to different treatments. They're in the middle of being acquired by Renovero, another company. Think of it like one company trying to buy another to become bigger and potentially more successful. But like any good drama, things got a little complicated. The main event is an update on this acquisition deal. Back in January, Predictive Oncology and Renovero agreed in principle to merge, meaning they intended to be bound by their mutual intent. But here's the kicker. The deadline to finalize the deal was also February 28, 2025, the same day as this report. It's like waiting until the last minute to file your taxes. So what happened? Scroll entered into an extension agreement with Renovero, the extension. Agreement/Scroll. They signed an extension agreement, basically a let's not break up just yet contract. This extension does two main things. First, it pushes the deadline for the deal to March 31, 2025, giving them more time to work out the details. Second, it changes some of the original terms of the deal. Scroll eliminate Renovero's obligation to acquire shares of Predictive Oncology's common stock/Scroll. Originally, Renovero was supposed to buy a certain number of Predictive Oncology shares. Now they don't have to. It sounds like Renovero might have been having second thoughts or needed some financial flexibility. Also, as part of this extension, Renovero is buying more shares of Predictive Oncology stock now. Scroll Renovero is acquiring 467,290 shares of Predictive Oncology's common stock for an aggregate purchase price of $500,000/Scroll. They're buying almost 500,000 shares for $500,000. And they've promised to buy even more shares, nearly 1 million, for almost $1 million more, but only when they actually sign the final acquisition agreement. It's like putting down a deposit to show they're serious. Scroll filed as Exhibit 10.1 to this current report on Form 8K/Scroll. If you want all the nitty-gritty details, the full extension agreement is included as an exhibit to this report. Scroll on March 3, 2025, the company issued a press release announcing it had entered into the extension agreement described above/Scroll. Predictive Oncology put out a press release on March 3, 2025 to let everyone know what's going on. This is pretty standard. Companies want to control the narrative and keep investors informed. Now, this deal isn't done yet. They still need to file a bunch of paperwork with the SEC, including something called a registration statement on Form S-4. It's basically a prospectus for Renovero's stock that Predictive Oncology's shareholders will receive when the acquisition is complete. Scroll investors and security holders are urged to read the definitive proxy statement/prospectus/Scroll. The company urges investors to read everything carefully when it becomes available, because it'll have all the important information about the deal. They can find these documents on the SEC's website or on the company's websites. The filing also mentions where to find more information about Predictive Oncology's directors and officers. It's all in their annual report from 2023 and their proxy statement from 2024. Scroll this current report on Form 8K includes forward-looking statement/Scroll. Now for the legal disclaimer, this report includes forward-looking statements, which are basically predictions about the future. The company is saying, hey, we're making our best guess, but things could change. There are a bunch of risks involved. The shareholders might not approve the deal, there could be problems with regulatory approvals, and they might lose key employees. The company says that you can find more risks and uncertainties in their annual report and other filings. It's always a good idea to read these carefully before making any investment decisions. The last item in the report is a list of exhibits, which are extra documents that provide more details. In this case, it's the extension agreement and the press release. So what's the story here? Predictive Oncology is trying to get acquired by Renovero, but the deal hit a snag and they needed to extend the deadline. Renovero is still putting money into Predictive Oncology, but they've also changed some of the terms of the deal. It's a reminder that mergers and acquisitions can be complicated, and things don't always go according to plan. Now, let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Predictive Oncology is a company in a competitive market. Their success depends on a variety of factors, including the success of the acquisition. One thing that is very important is the shareholder approval of this transaction, so both companies need to work hard to ensure that shareholders see value in it. From a financial perspective, it's difficult to assess the company's situation in depth from this report. However, the risks that the company presents in the report might present some concerns, and there is a degree of uncertainty that is attached to the deal since shareholder approval is still required for its completion. In conclusion, this 8K filing reveals a company navigating a complex acquisition process. While the extension agreement provides more time, potential risks and uncertainties remain. It's a situation worth watching closely. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, like, and comment.